Hey guys, Mac Kentucky Range Time, and back this afternoon with a little follow-up video to the Rossi R92 and 357 Magnum that I had the range video on previously, and come back and I'm processing through the brass that I fired through that rifle and also through some 357 mag handguns that I had out with me that day, and I noticed something kind of interesting in the brass, and here it is. So if you can see the little swelling at the end of the base of the cases right here, this is the rifle brass that I fired, and this is the pistol brass that I fired. And I fired this out of actually 3 different 357 mag revolver pistols, and so obviously the chamber has got some cuts in it. It's not fully supporting this 357 mag case when it's chambered. And of course, as a reloader, you know, seeing this in your brass is an immediate concern, because this eventually will weaken this brass up and could possibly affect how many reloads I'm going to get out of it. I did go ahead and run this brass through the press, and this is it after it's gone through the press. You know, the marks are still there, but for the most part, that bulge has been sized out of it, but you're working that brass a considerable more amount than really needed. Here's the loads, part of the loads I was running. These are 125 grain Hornady XTPs that I loaded up. These are at book max, and I also ran some 110 grain loads and some 158 grain loads, both in XTPs. So here's a look at this Rossi R92. This is the stainless model, and this is the match to the 357 mag model that I purchased earlier in the fall. And of course, here's some of the pistol brass that's been resized. So obviously, one of the concerns that we'll have with this brass is making sure that the bulge has completely resized out of it far enough to where it won't be an issue to reload again. And it appears that there's no bulge left in it at all, that the sizing die has actually taken all that out. And just as a quick confirmation, I'll take this 357 mag revolver, and these are all the cases that had the bulge in them. And as you can see, they're all dropping in nice and clean. And this is with no bouldering, no weight, no powder, or anything in them yet. So, you know, these are resizing and operating fine. I don't have a 357 Magnum case gauge straight wall cartridge. You know, usually as long as it goes into the cylinder or the chamber, you know, there's not an issue. So I'm not invested money into that, because I have cylinders that I can drop check these in. So anyway, just a little quick tidbit there. One other thing, I did go get the 44 mag version of this R92 and checked it, and it did not appear to have as aggressive of a cut. This is the only case I have left that I've not already resized from that. This is actually the case that I shot my doe with this season, and if you look around this case, I can't see or feel a bulge in that case anywhere. So it's something they've done in the 357 mag version that they didn't do in the 44 mag version. So there's a few pictures coming up here of the chambers in both guns, and also some pictures of the primers. This is a pistol primer on the left versus a rifle primer on the right. All these primers on the rifle have a little bit off-center strike, which didn't seem to affect anything. A little bit of cupping around the primer, which means that the hole the firing pin comes through is probably a little oversized from what the revolver is, and I don't see any major pressure signs there or anything. So anyway, that's it, guys. That's just the quick note, and you know, definitely something to keep an eye on. I may start separating these cases out or definitely will be watching these as we go along for future firings to make sure that we don't get any weak spots in here. All right, guys, there you've got it. So that was a little quick follow-up video on this Rossi R92 and 357 Magnum. Was not an issue with 44 mag. These are the only two calibers I have in these Rossi lever guns. So I don't know if this is something that follows through some of their other calibers or not. You know, hopefully in the future I might pick a few more of these up and be able to do some more comparisons. But ultimately, it's not an issue as far as the gun running. But if you reload and you start putting multiple loads on the brass coming out of this rifle, you may start seeing an issue. So just keep an eye on that. So all right, guys, Matt with Kentucky Range Time. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you don't care. I appreciate all the support I can get on my page here. And if there's any questions or comments on this, or if you had any experience with these, be glad to hear it in comments. And we'll catch you guys next time.